this fucking game. I'm actually gonna turn up the volume this time, just so we can all hear it. Skip if you've... I don't give a hell. Alright, here we go. Hello everybody, my name is MaJerati, and welcome back to Doki, My Life is Nightmare, Literature Club. Let's do it! Now, if you remember last time, we were showing the poem that we had written, that we writ. It was bad, not good. So here we go! Let's show it to Yuri. Okay. ... Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! So sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. What? Hello, we all do that, but you were just staring at my paper for like a solid minute. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. My English. Even when I'm not tired, I still just can't read, apparently. So it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I can't read, guys. This is bad. I think that the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. You suck! Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Yeah, shouldn't. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Damn it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, this isn't supposed to be I'm not doing the counter. Literature club. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. No, it's pretty good. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is very pretty, or is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. No, not at all. I'm really glad you like it. What am I playing? I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Mild, you say? Something easy to digest, I suppose. Aren't you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Maj. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. What? But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. I did not. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That is a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of it like that, or thought of it that, blah, 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 blah. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. I almost changed the wrong voice, even though it's the same voice. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. It's like, I don't know, the voice tone between me and that person is just, oh, shit. I don't want to do the British accent, but it looks like it's happening. I should have done her last. What? Maj, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. Wait, what? Harsh. What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of that first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each other their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. It was lame. Yeah. I told you that you weren't going to like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so I almost botched that one. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. It's hard to do that and then read, which I apparently have a problem doing. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. What? So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feelings in the last line. So you did. I guess I guess more went into that than I realized. Went into it than I can't read. I can't read. I think I'm crazy. I guess more went into it than I realized. I don't know why I have get nervous. Botched it. You done booped it. That's what it means to be a pro. Wow, that is the most sassy look I've ever been given. Actually, that's a lie. There's only one other person who's given me a sassier look and a sassier voice under helium. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? No, I didn't. Not even a little bit. Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. And finally, Monica, who apparently I have a terrible, crush on. Hi, Maj. I don't remember what voice I hear. I think it's just, kind of formal. Hi, Maj. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? I can read. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in it. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ahaha. Why, no. Don't worry, Maj. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? Why? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Why is everyone just because it's a poem? Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would shoot. Is that so? Damn it, I botched the voice. You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Depression? Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. Depression. The way she talks about you. What the fuck did I do? You know, it's probably not a bad idea to say. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. If I dare say so myself. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Oh, so kind. So kind. You sure you're not reading into it that much? Reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that somebody so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each other their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. I switched the voices. Excuse me. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a whole little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what did you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Haha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. What? That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. What? It's been influencing my poems a bit. Oh wow, we are hitting the time real short. I have to cut these back a little bit because rendering is heinous. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. We'll find out what her epiphany is next time, when I save and then refuse to play the game for another week. No, I've been playing this in like rows, so don't worry. I'm having a great time. So thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this. This is a crazy game. Apparently, again, there's some like hidden stuff behind it. It's actually pretty sketchy, apparently, when you get more into it. So when I get there, I get there. Yeah! Fun stuff! Danger and death! So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.